When we finished Pokémon Blue, using only glitched Pokémon, we had fun. But have you ever thought about whether it's possible to beat Pokémon Blue without ever entering a Pokémon Center even once? It's definitely not the way the creators of Pokémon imagined finish the game, but it's the way Darko decided to try to beat it 30 years after the release of Pokémon Red and Blue. I will obviously be playing on an original Pokémon Blue cartridge, so I have no way to use any kind of cheats or similar things. Just like in the previous run, I will use a GB operator to play through my computer so I can easily record the footage. As for the rules, they are the following. Access to Pokémon Centers is forbidden, therefore I cannot heal my Pokémon nor use the PC. I cannot use alternative healing system to the Pokémon Center, such as the Pokémon Daycare, the protagonist's mom healing, or the healing pad in the Pokémon Tower. I cannot heal my Pokémon during battle, and losing a battle obviously results in a reset to the last save, since after blacking out, my Pokémon would be healed. I obviously cannot use any kind of glitches. My character will be named Joy, like the nurse we will never see during the run. Our rival this time will be named Jack. The first thing to do as soon as the run starts is to withdraw the potion from the PC. By the way, deposing Pokemon in the PC does not restore HP or PP in Gen 1, but I can't access the PC anyway because it's inside the Pokémon Center. So let's get our life saved by Professor Oak and choose our starter. The choice of the starter in this case falls, to avoid killing the run in the first few minutes, on Squirtle. It's a Pokemon that learns water-type moves starting at level 8, so it will be fundamental for the first gym to have strong moves and not waste PP while evaling. The rival battle is the only mandatory heal of the entire game, so the approach doesn't really matter. Shortly after, we finish the first fight and officially begin our journey with a level 6 Squirtle and about 3000 Pokédollars in our pocket. Let's head toward Viridian City, retrieve Oak's parcel, deliver the parcel to Oak, all obviously without fighting a single Pokémon to avoid wasting moves. We return to Viridian City, grab the hidden potion, and head west to the tall grass to look for two members of our team. We catch a male Nidoran and a Spearow. We go back and then toward Viridian Forest. Here we can definitely pick up some useful items, and as we move forward we avoid every trainer present except for the last one that we are forced fight. I heal my Squirrel to make sure it's full strength, and after a quick save we pick up the hidden potion and our first trainer battle begins. Against a level 9 Weedle we obviously started at disadvantage, but use Tackle, then Tail Whip 3 times, and then continue with 3 tackles to finish the fight. Our Squirtle reaches level 7, and before leaving we face a wild Pokemon to get it to level 8, so it learns Bubble. We then enter Pewter City with not bad PP management after all, and immediately head to the Pokemon Mart, where we buy some potions. The strategy with Brock is simple. Nidoran Male goes first so he can gain experience. We save and then face the gym leader. We immediately withdraw Nidoran, send in Squirtle and hit with Bubble twice to KO Geodude. We do the same for Onix, we send in Nidoran, switch it out in favor of Squirtle, and attack Onix twice with Bubble to end the fight and earn our first badge. Squirtle reaches level 10, but more importantly, Nidoran reaches level 8 and learns Horn Attack, a move with 25 PP, 65 base power and 100 accuracy, which at this point, considering our upcoming challenges, is absolute gold. Now we heal our Pokemon with some potions and continue toward Mount Moon. Before it, we stock up on potions, save before every trainer, and begin. We face the first trainer. With Nidoran, we take down Caterpie, with Squirtle, the second Pokemon, and then the last Caterpie. The second trainer kept defeating my Nidoran, forcing me to reset. Finally, after a few attempts, we defeat his Rattata with Nidoran and Ekans with Squirtle. We are definitely struggling more than we should at this point. The third trainer starts with Weedle, which Nidoran handles using Leer and Horn Attack. The same for Kakuna, then Caterpie, and the final Metapod goes down with Tackle. The fourth trainer starts with Caterpie, same strategy as before, and the same for the following Pokemon. We are finally at Mount Moon. We heal our Pokemon, save, and then proceed. We enter and collect some useful items. We move to the lower floor, where we collect an HP up to give it to Nidoran, we collect a potion, a rare candy, and go down another floor. We collect TM01, which contains Mega Punch, and face a Team Rocket Grunt. Leer, Horn Attack, and Tackle for Zubat. Nidoran levels up and learns Poison Stings. Ekans is KO'd. With the help of Squirtle, we heal, collect an Ether, and move on. We catch a Paras that will be useful later for HM cut. On the lower floor, we face another Team Rocket grunt who forces me to reset a few times. To win, we use Horn Attack twice on Rattata and twice on Zubat. We collect a Hidden Moonstone and face the Super Nerd. We use Leer twice on Grimmer, then Horn Attack twice to finish it. We defeat Voltorb and Coughing with Leer and a final Horn Attack. Our Nidoran evolves into Nidorino, and we immediately evolve it into Nidoking using the Moonstone. Before leaving Mount Moon, I stop to train my Squirtle on Geodudes until it reaches level 16 and evolves into Wartortle. We then arrive in Cerulean City. We collect a hidden rare candy and go buy some potions. Before going to Misty, we head toward Nugget Bridge. We face our rival, who starts with Pidgeotto. We use Leer twice, then Tackle and Horn Attack. We defeat Habra with Poison Sting, Rattata with Wartortle's Water Gun, and Bulbasaur with Nidoking. At this point, Nidoking has practically run out of moves, but we continue toward the bridge. We face the first trainer relying on Leer and Poison Sting, and after the battle, we teach Water Gun to Nidoking in place of Tackle, and Mega Punch in place of Horn Attack. With these new moves, we defeat all the trainers on Nugget Bridge and make our way to Bill, collecting some hidden items along the path. We enter Bill's house, help him, and receive the ticket for the SSN. We go back to Cerulean City and proceed to enter the second gym. Here, we first face the gym trainer, who uses Golden, which we defeat with Trash. Trash is a move Nidoking learned at level 23, with 90 base power, 20 PPs, and 100 accuracy. It hits for 3 times before the Pokemon becomes confused, while only consuming 1 PP. We then proceed to Misty, we heal Nidoking, save, and face off. The fight turned out to be particularly difficult because Misty has the type advantage over us, so I was forced to reset several times. In the successful attempt, we defeat Stereo with Trash, then with Wartortle we spam Tail Whip to lower Starmie's defense, so that a single Trash from Nidoking gives us our hard-earned victory. We then continue toward Vermilion City, facing the only 2 mandatory trainers along the way. Nidoking with Trash takes care of the first trainer, and the same goes for the second one. We heal our Pokemon and bird the SSN, where we meet our rival. The battle starts against Pidgeotto, which is defeated with Trash. The same happens to Raticate, Kadabra, and Ivysaur. GG. We obtain HM Cut, trade Spearow for Ducks, and head toward the third gym. We solve the worst puzzle in the history of all mankind, save the game, and face Altisurge. With Trash, we defeat Voltorb and Pikachu in no time at all. Raichu, which I thought would be more challenging, is defeated very easily with 2 Trashes. We earn our 3rd badge. At this point, Nidoking's PP situation is the following. We're roughly at about half PP on every move. Now we stock up on Super Potions, heal Nidoking, and head toward Rock Tunnel. We face several trainers, but only the ones that are strictly necessary, so we don't waste more Trash PP. We then reach Rock Tunnel, which we will have to cross without using Flash, so I'll only show you the final battle, and trust me when I say it was absolutely full of trainers. The final battle inside the tunnel is against a trainer whose 3 Pokemon are immediately defeated by Nidoking's Trash. We exit Rock Tunnel, pick up a Max Eater, and reach Lavender Town. We buy some revives and immediately head towards Celadon City. We face the Gambler using Wartortle with 2 Water Guns with a Fit Growlithe, then 2 more Water Guns and 1 Tackle for Vulpix. We reach the underground path, collect a couple of hidden items, and arrive in Celadon City. The first thing to do here is to grab HM Fly so we can move comfortably between cities. In Gen 1, luckily, flying from one city to another doesn't require using a Pokémon Center, but you just need to visit the city at least once. We return to Celadon and enter the department store. We have some shopping to do. We sell some useless TMs, the Nugget, and gather as much money as possible. We buy TM 07, Horn Drill. This move in Gen 1 is broken. It's a move with low accuracy, but it always results in a 1-hit KO if it lands. Specifically, the move fails if the Pokemon using it is lower than the opposing Pokemon. However, by using X accuracy, all the required conditions are bypassed, turning it into a move with 100 accuracy that one-shots any Pokemon. As you can easily understand, this is clearly the move that will make this run significantly easier. On top of that, we don't even have to worry about running out of PP, because it's a TM. We can simply teach Nidoking another move and then teach Horn Drill again to fully restore it. We continue our shopping by buying a Pokédoll, which will need to save PP by skipping the Rocket Hideout under the game corner. We buy X Accuracy and X Speed, give a fresh water to the girl to obtain Ice Beam and a Soda Pop to obtain Rock Slide. We then go pick up an Eevee and evolve it into Jolteon, and then head toward Erika's gym. We save for safety and face the first trainer. With Trash, we defeated 2 Pokemon. The next trainer meets the same fate. The battle with Erika is not very easy, and in fact I'm forced to reset a couple times. On the successful attempt, I decide to use X accuracy and X speed and defeat every Victreebel, Tangela and Vileplume with Ardrill. We earn our first badge. At the end of the gym, the PP situation of our moves looks like this, also taking into account that I used the Nether to restore 10 PP to Trash. At this point, we head to Pokémon Tower in Lavender Town without the Silph Co because your dad, Darko, is about to teach you how to skip the ghost event. We enter the tower and face our rival, Jack. The fight starts with Pidgeotto, which is defeated with Trash, and the same happens to Gyarados. Growlithe is defeated by Turtle's Water Gun, Kadabra by Nidoking's Trash, and the same goes for Ivysaur. We now go deeper into the tower, carefully avoiding every channeler possible. We face one channeler and use Rock Slide to get rid of her 2 Ghastlies. We pick up the Elixir and continue until we reach the healing pad, which we bypass using this technique. We lure the channeler towards us, and after defeating her, we can access the stairs without healing on the pad. We face another channeler, defeat Ghastly with Rock Slide, and do the same for the following channeler. At this point, the ghost appears, which we can't see, but by using the Poké Doll, we can easily escape and continue onward. The first Team Rocket Grunt faces us with Zubat, which is defeated by Rock Slide. The second Zubat with Trash, and the same goes for Golbat. The second Grunt uses Coughing, which we defeat with 2 Bubble Beams, and the same happens to Drowsy. The third and final Rocket Grunt uses Zubat, which we defeat with Rock Slide, Rattata with Bubble Beam, Raticate with Trash, and the final Zubat as well. We now talk to Mr. Fuji, obtain the Poké Flute, and head to wake up Snorlax. After waking it up, we grab the bike and head toward Fuchsia City. Now, the first thing to do in Fuchsia City is to enter the Safari Zone, retrieve the Gold Teeth and HM Surf. We exit the Safari Zone, return the Gold Teeth to the Old Man to obtain HM Strand and collect the rare candy. Now it's time to challenge Koga's gym. In this gym there are only 2 mandatory trainers. The first one sends out Drowsy, which we defeat with Trash, then Kadabra, which we defeat again with Trash, and the final Drowsy also goes down to Trash. At this point I decide to teach School Bash to Nidoking. It's a move with 15 PP, 100 base power and 100 accuracy, but it requires 1 turn to charge. Not the best move, but definitely better than a completely useless one. The second mandatory trainer starts with Hypno, which is hit twice by School Bash and once by Bubble Beam before going down. Then comes Drowsy, which is defeated after 1 School Bash and 1 Bubble Beam. We quickly save before Koga and then start the fight. Koga starts with Coughing. I decide to use 1x speed and 1x accuracy, and with Horn Drill I then defeat Coughing, Mach, the second Coughing, and Wheezing decides to self-destruct. We obtain our 5th badge and the ability to use Surf outside of the battle. At this point it's time to enter Saffron City. We buy some Hyper Potion, and before heading to Silph Co I need to recharge Horn Drill, so we return to Celadon City, teach TM33 to Nidoking, replacing Horn Drill, and then teach Horn Drill again. Now that we are fully charged, we can head to Silph Co with this amount of PP. We enter and head straight to the elevator, reach the 10th floor, defeat a Rocket Grunt, and collect Carbos to give to Nidoking. A rare candy also for Nidoking and TM containing Earthquake. We then collect the car key and reach our rival. We use X Speed, X Accuracy and Horn Drill on Pidgeot and do the same for Gyarados, Growlithe, Alakazam and Venusaur. We then reach Giovanni and defeat Nidorino with School Bash, Kangaskhan with 2 School Bashes, Rhyhorn with Bubble Beam and Nidoqueen with School Bash and Trash. At this point, all that's left is to heal Nidoking and go straight to Sabrina. We recharge Horn Drill again and enter the gym, always choosing the teleport directly above or directly below the one we arrive at, and in no time we reach the gym leader. The fight with Sabrina is not that easy. I had to reset a couple times, and in this successful attempt we start with Trash on Kadabra and Mr. Mime. We deal with Venomoth using Ducks, using Sand attacks for about 5 times to lower its accuracy. This gives Nidoking enough time to use X Speed and X Accuracy and then defeat it with Horn Drill, putting us in a good position against Alakazam as well, which goes down to Horn Drill. we earn our 6th badge and are ready to head toward Cinnabar Island. We return to Pallet Town and use Surf to reach Cinnabar Island. We retrieve the gym key in the old mansion and enter the 7th gym. In this gym, we need to answer questions correctly to avoid fighting trainers, but they are extremely easy questions that no one could ever get wrong. Right? Anyway, we reach Blaine, who starts the fight with Growlithe, which is defeated with 2 Bubble Beams. The same fate awaits Ponyta and Rapidash, and finally Arcanine requires 3 Bubble Beams to go down. We earn our 7th badge. We go buy some useful items, heal Nidoking, and then return to Viridian City. This is the PP situation of our Nidoking after the fight with Blaine and after teaching it Earthquake. At this point we enter the gym, get rid of couple trainers, and face Giovanni. It starts with Rhyhorn, so I use X-Speed and X-Accuracy. Then Earthquake, Horndrill on Dugtrio, Horndrill on Nidoking, Earthquake on Nidoking, Horndrill on Rhydon. Just like that, we win our final badge. We now return to Celadon City to restock on TM07, X-Speed and X-Accuracies and teach Ice Beam to Nidoking. While heading to Victory Road, we are challenged by our rival. The fight starts with Pidgeot, which is defeated with 2 Ice Beams. Rhyhorn goes down to Earthquake, and we use X-Speed and X-Accuracy and defeat Gyarados, Growlithe, Alakazam, and Venusaur with Horndrill. We then enter Victory Road, defeat some trainers, move some boulders, and finally reach the Indigo Plateau. Finally, since there is a PC here, I can deposit some items and buy more useful ones before entering to challenge the Elite Four. I recharge some of Nidoking's moves and we are ready for the first battle. The relay is not an easy fight and forced me to reset a couple of times. We use X-Speed, X-Accuracy and then Horndrill to defeat Dugong, the same for Cloyster, Slowbro, Jinx and Lapras. The second member is Bruno. We use an Elixir to recharge Nidoking's moves and then face it. It starts with Onix, which goes down to Earthquake and Ice Beam. Hitmonchan is defeated with Trash, Hitmonlee with Trash, the second Onix falls to 2 Earthquakes, and Machamp goes down to Horndrill. The third Elite Four member is Agatha. We recharge Nidoking, Wartortle, Dux and Jolteon and start the fight. We begin with X-Speed, then Earthquake on Gengar, Ice Beam twice on Golbat, Earthquake on Hunter, the same for Arbok, and Earthquake on the final Gengar. The last Elite Four member is Lance and his Dragon. We start the fight by resetting until the first Horndrill lands. Gyarados is too strong and doesn't allow me even a single turn to set up buffs. After several tries, we finally manage to one-shot it with Horndrill first turn. Now that Dragonair is out, we can use X-Speed and X-Accuracy and defeat it with Ice Beam. The second Dragonair goes down to Horndrill and the same happens to Aerodactyl and Dragonair. At this point, only the champion remains. Check, our rival. Before going in, I decide to fully recharge the team. You deserved it, guys. The fight starts with Pidgeot. I immediately use X-Accuracy and X-Speed and defeat it with Horndrill. The same goes for Alakazam. Rhydon is defeated with 2 Earthquakes, Gyarados with Horndrill, and the same for Arcanine, and finally for his ace, Venusaur. We are champions. An unknown trainer who never once stopped at a single Pokémon Center has become champion. I leave you with the Hall of Fame to say goodbye to our heroes, and in the meantime I ask you to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment to support me, and thank you for stopping by. See you soon.